remember that oil filter we cut open after running a round of Valvoline Restore and Protect? Well, it's been about 500 miles since we put another round in, and in this video, we're gonna check the oil level to see what oil consumption looks like. We're also going to take a look inside the oil fill port to access our reference point and see if there's any cleaning done by the Valvoline Restore and Protect. Hello folks, Midwest F-150 here. I'm so sorry I've been really light on content. I got really sick. In addition to being sick, I had to watch my brother run a marathon in Duluth, Minnesota. And so it's been an eventful last 7 days, and I'm finally in a position where I can provide you guys a video update on the 2011 Nissan Sentra. Back in November of 2024, it started throwing the P0011 timing to advance code, ran Valvoline Restore and Protect for a couple thousand miles, code went away. Unfortunately, the thing that didn't go away is the oil consumption, so we ended up running the Valvoline Restore and Protect for about 12,000 miles after it cleared the P0011 code, and unfortunately the oil consumption didn't improve. I ended up trying a number of different oils, including Pennzoil, Ultra Platinum 0W40, a number of Valvoline products, as well as tinker around with heavier viscosities, and unfortunately the oil consumption didn't go away. In addition to tinkering around with different oils and different viscosities, I've replaced the PCV valve cover gasket. I've also done a compression test, and the PSI that I got is between 174 to 176, which, based on what I found online, is within normal tolerances. So we'll go ahead, check the level, and then send our borescope inside the oil fill port to see what that looks like. All right, here we go. I do want to take a second to acknowledge our amazing members of the channel. It's a paid feature on YouTube, and essentially you give me money and I make videos that are exclusive to members. And so we got quite a few folks who've been supporting me through that, and I just want to shout them out. And so we got Will Hutton 1516, Nunez Racing 12, Bart, Becca K4H, Lopez Jesse 006, Mr. Three Phase 228, Tony Seed, Lucan F-150, Cesar, Tylo, Mango Enjoyer, Soba, Jace Hopper, and then our prime oil change sponsor, Cars Are Friends. He recently, he also has a YouTube channel, and he recently made a video where he was showing his 8-year-old daughter how to do an oil change. You guys gotta check it out. Cars Are Friends on YouTube, and you should be able to find his channel. All right, well, hey, thank you guys, and then we'll jump over to check the oil level now. All right, on the Nissan Sentra's dipstick, there are two holes. Bottom hole is the lower point, the upper hole is the full point. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out so that you guys can see what that looks like. So when I last did the oil change, I filled up the oil to the upper hole. And the distance between that upper hole and the lower hole is 1 quart of oil. So given that we've been burning a quart every 500 miles traveled, and it's been 500 miles since we filled up the oil, I do expect the level to be at or around the bottom hole. So let's see if something crazy happens and, we don't lose any oil. And nothing crazy has happened. Oil level is slightly below the bottom hole. So that means we're still burning a quart of oil for every 500 miles traveled. With that, we're gonna go ahead and grab our fancy funnel and then add a quart of oil to top her off. Do you guys ever wonder where this story arc is gonna go? Are we just gonna be doing oil changes for the rest of the life of this channel? Who knows? I don't know. If you have a video idea, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay. Oh, by the way, shout out to Becca K4H. She recently tore apart her engine to replace her head gasket. So she was actually sending me quite a few photos of what she found, and so completely overhauling the engine and getting that gasket replaced. And it's so cool to hear about some of the stories about how people are doing their car maintenance at home. I don't think we'll ever get to that point where we can do that, because we're too scared on this channel. Kidding, but no, huge props to Becca for doing that. Okay, all right. With the oil in, we'll give it a moment to settle, and then we'll check the oil level. All right, I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but my younger brother, Acura TLX, recently ran a marathon in Duluth, Minnesota. It's called Grandma's Marathon, and it's about 26.2 miles, and every year they host it in Duluth. And he got this medal, Grandma's Marathon. And so, you know, I'll put it on to show you guys what it would look like on him. So pretend Midwest TLX, and yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. Stolen valor. I can't do this. But yeah, this is it's just amazing. He's trained for this for several months, and to be able to see him put his mind to something and then be able to complete it is very inspirational. Yeah, look at that. All right, we'll check the oil level. By the way, if any of you guys know anyone at a company that produces borescopes, and you know they might have some extra inventory or something, please send it my way, because my borescope sucks. So the oil level is just a hair off of that upper hole, so we're gonna go ahead and call that good. All right, so here's a look inside the oil fill port. You know, not a whole lot of change from the last time we checked, but what I will say is there is a point inside the wall of the engine where it seemed like a large chunk of carbon came off. And so as we think about that last oil change where it cut open the oil filter, I do wonder if there are parts inside the engine just like this one where flakes come off and then the filter just catches it. And so it's definitely working. And you know, I plan on running this oil indefinitely to see just about how much cleaning it could do. I know they do a lot of promotion around cleaning pistons, but from what I can tell, it's definitely doing something on the inside walls of the engine. And it seems like for the most part, our oil consumption hasn't increased, although it hasn't decreased. I know there's a lot of concerns in the comment section of my previous videos where people are like, oh, if you're going to use this thing to clean up the engine, it's going to worsen the oil consumption issue. But I haven't noticed that at all. Oil consumption has been pretty level for the last almost 2 years that we've used the Valvoline Restore and Protect on and off. And so I think it's really, really interesting. It was like the last time I did the spark plugs. I had removed the valve cover from the engine to take pictures of what the cams looked like at that point in time. And, you know, after about 10,000 miles, we'll do like a side-by-side comparison of what it looks like. I think I'm really excited about what that will look like. But let me know in the comments what your experience has been with this product, and you know, any car maintenance projects you're working on. I know with the summer season here, it's always fun to get some of that the car maintenance stuff done. All right, well, hey, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye now. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. On this channel, I'm on a mission to reach 500,000 miles on my 2021 F-150. Along the way, you can expect regular updates, in-depth product reviews, live streams, and more. Subscribe now to stay up to date and be part of the journey.